When you have an injury that keeps getting in the way of enjoying life and doing what you need to do, it can really put a damper on your mental health. You hear from people that you need to slow down, give it time, and stop using it. That's easier said than done when you maybe need it for your work, or you need to use it to exercise for your mental health to reduce stress, depression, or treat ADHD, or you need to move to lose weight. So one of the messages in the media that make it worse is the more is better, no pain, no gain approach to exercising. You may also have that internal messaging from being an athlete or an approach to work or a life where you just push through pain in order to make progress. And so it can really get in the way of helping your injury heal while also exercising to help your mental and physical health while you're healing. In this video, I will share with you how to keep an injury from affecting your mental health and lowering your overall health and well-being while you're helping it heal. Hi, I'm Janet Holtz. I've worked with thousands of people who have found themselves piling on more stress and pain from an initial injury. They gained weight, they became depressed, they became isolated, and this perpetuated the problem. And it also slowed down the healing of their initial injury. And what helps stop this cycle and help them spiral back up again and promote healing rather than get in the way of it is using a whole person science-based approach. I'm a clinical exercise physiologist and I specialize in movement science so that you're moving in ways that aren't straining but strengthening. But I'm also a health coach, so I add in motivational science to make sure that what you're doing is sustainable for your brain, for your body, for your whole person. The key is, though, mindfulness, because you are the expert of your body and your life. So adding mindfulness to both movement and motivation science allows you to tap into you science to crack the code and help with healing and manage this stress of having an injury that's getting in the way of doing what you want and need to do every day. And so let's face it, injuries are a huge bummer. They stop you in your tracks and they take time and energy and even money away from what you want and need to be doing. They keep you from doing your work or your everyday life with greater ease, and you might have to depend on other people. They limit your activity, so they can really lower your mental health that you normally get from being active, whether it's from exercising or doing recreational activities with friends and family that boosts your mood. And adding to that frustration is if you need to lose weight or you want to exercise for your health and you can feel your health slipping away while you're nursing this injury back to health. When you know how to exercise well, you promote greater healing using exercise as an anti-inflammatory while keeping your stress levels down so that you can get back sooner to doing the things that you want and need to do in everyday life. So there's 3 principles or steps to exercising well that blends this body and brain and mindfulness science or you science. The first is practicing meeting yourself where you are with presence and with kindness. Oftentimes when we have an injury, we can end up being in that spiral of self-criticism or just negativity about what's happening right now. And meeting ourselves where we are and just noticing how we're feeling inside and what our thoughts are doing, and just pausing and giving yourself lots of kindness and compassion to say, this is hard. This is not easy to be injured, to be limited, to have to be creative and rethink how to do everything. And just giving yourself that pause and that kindness, the same kindness that you would give to somebody else who told you that they were injured and struggling with it in all the ways that's affecting their life. Now, some people think that this might be a cop-out. In that no pain, no gain, more is better mindset, we might think, oh, if I give myself compassion, I'm going to let myself off the hook and I am not going to be motivated to do what I've got to do. The opposite is true. We know this from research. So start with presence. Check in, notice what's happening inside your body, your thoughts, your emotions, and just check in and meet it all with kindness. When you start from that foundation, everything is easier. Then you can layer on a reassessment of what's most important to you right now. Where do you want to put your energy? Having an injury takes from your energy budget. And so you've got to really choose what would give you energy right now rather than take away from it. So the first step is that presence with kindness that frees up the energy that would normally go into kind of resisting what's happening right now. Then do an honest assessment or a reassessment about what you're going to do for exercise to help you restore and maintain your strength, stamina, and mobility in a way that helps your whole person feel better now. And so what are the activities that you need to be able to do right now? What do you want to make sure you're not straining? For instance, if you have an injury in your lower body, making sure that you're not asking too much of your upper body as you're relying on it. Maybe doing some stretching and things like that to preserve your upper body while your lower body heals and you're relying on your upper body more. So things like that, where you're really taking an honest assessment about what your body needs right now, how it needs to recover from the strain of injury, and how you can help promote reducing inflammation and promote healing. And then lastly, doing enough to spiral up of each of the 3 types of exercise. Mobility, which is freedom of movement, mostly from stretching, but also from some balance and agility exercises to help you keep engaged with your body and trusting that it is taking care of you. And of course, that's specific to your injury. But the idea is to reconnect with your body and what it can do now. Same thing with strength exercises. What areas can you still strengthen? What areas can you keep strong? And stamina exercises, making sure that you don't lose stamina by doing some kind of cardiovascular exercise. It might be seated aerobics, or it might be just upper body ergometer, or sitting in a chair and dancing. You want to keep that balance of strength, stamina, and mobility, but it takes some creativity to do that, to keep all 3 of these at least in the foundational level, knowing how to move well and knowing how to incorporate those in a way that lowers stress, not in a way that raises stress. And so by focusing on what you can do right now and how much you can do right now, moving in a pain-free range, by playing around with the type of exercise you're doing, the duration or how long you're doing it for, the intensity, and the frequency. Those variables allow you to find the pain-free range. When exercise is pain-reducing or pain-free, it promotes healing. When it increases pain, it's increasing inflammation. It's not promoting healing. And so that brings us back to this presence with kindness, being able to listen to your body and respond with kindness when your body says, no, thank you, I can't do that yet. That's not helpful right now. And so if you're dealing with an injury right now and you want to optimize how you use exercise to be well now, check out the resources on exercising well and join us in our membership community. I will guide you through how to exercise and work your way around pain issues and injuries so that you can exercise even when you have an injury and use exercise to be well now and feel and function your best as your body is healing.